Welcome to the Unengaged Agent, social media marketing and news for real estate agents.
I'm Patricia.
I'm Tony.
And today's topics, the first topic is the market returning to normal?
Yeah, so obviously in the past couple of weeks, we've seen just a good shift in the market, catching with the interest rates rising and the summer starting. It's been a bit. We're seeing some price decreases across the board, and I think it's a good time to start preparing sellers, preparing your clients for this market change. Maybe,
and it's normalizing, right, in a sense where kind of back to where, like you said, more time on the market, or the buyers have more options too, right, with more homes.
Yeah, so sellers, they may need to prepare for this might not sell the first weekend. You might take some time before the right buyer comes along, and they might have to get back into do open houses, because sometimes before the houses were gone before you could even put a sign in the yard, but now you might have to restart doing all those standard marketing practices, and for buyers it's time for them to reach back out to them and show them all these new properties that are coming on the market, because
we just talked about that, even like with Bexley. There was a time there was no homes on the market at all, and now, I didn't check today, but the last time there were a few.
Yeah, now there's a few,
and every day changes,
and we're seeing some price decreases, and especially in our market now. Obviously, every market is different, but ours is very fluctuating pretty fast, and you definitely try to stay on top of it and keep your clients engaged with it.
Yep. Okay. And on to our next topic, which is sharing Instagram Reels from Facebook.
Okay.
Have you had that option yet, or?
No, I don't think I've seen that option on my end yet. But you said you were able to share your Reels from Facebook, onto Instagram Reels at the same time. Yeah,
I'm not sure how I feel about it. Couple of reasons, 2 reasons. I'm monetizing on Facebook Reels, but not monetizing on Instagram Reels yet. So when that video goes out, I don't know if that's considered the same or not, if it falls under that umbrella. So I'm used to posting separately. And then now it's like it's doubling up a little bit, but I think I just need to be mindful. If it's posting on Facebook Reels to Instagram, I don't have to post it again on Instagram.
Yeah, if it's working smoothly, it should save a step, save some time, as long as they kind of figure that out. But yeah, being able to post on Reels once and to have it go to both platforms as a separate post would be wonderful.
Right, but it doesn't work the other way around. So if you make an Instagram Reel, it won't go to your Facebook Reel.
Yeah,
so
and they don't have they don't have the same exact features yet. The captions are a little different.
They're working on it. It's getting a little bit smoother, a little bit better, where you can build more things in house. But it's still every day changing. Every day,
Yeah, and then obviously Reels is like mobile only. It's not on desktop. And then I even tried to look it up on my iPad, and the Reels were not there. Yeah.
Yeah, and even on the iPad.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, so like even to that, like we can't, if it's TikTok, you can send a link, right, of your TikToks to whoever to share that as a whole. Your profile, I guess you could say. But on Facebook, you can't really share your Reels. You can share your account, but then to find it, you have to be on a desktop, blah, blah, blah. I mean, not desktop, on a mobile device in order to see it.
Yeah, to be able to see it. And you can, I guess, share it sort of, but, I think the best thing is, but it is kind of a way to kind of gain a new audience, people who don't normally see your posts, because it goes to a whole section. It goes out to the public a lot more accessible.
Okay.
Yeah, so our next topic is Ryan Home's third-party quality control. So we just finished up a new home orientation, and it was a bit different than the ones we've done previously with other builders. This one, they had a third party come in and go through the home and mark up whatever needed, any sort of paint blemishes or any sort of
anything that stands
anything
out.
that you normally do at a blue tape meeting. when you go through and mark up all the things that the builder would have to do, the third party company's already done it. So it was quite nice just to walk in and see, you know, a finished home. And
it was different because usually we're there like, you know, a week before even, right?
A week or two, you know, or along with an inspection report or something. Whereas this case, it was kind of like the home is done. You know, there might be one or two little paint things to take care of, but you know, we're ready to close.
But not even. It really was like almost 99 point whatever percent done. You know, so it was nice. It was
definitely nice. It was definitely a nice change of pace. I wish all builders did this.
Bring it to a full completion. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, have that third party come in and, you know, go through it, not just a project manager but have a company that hey, this is the house, that the house needs to be done completely before, you know, kind of looking at it.
Yeah, which is nice because it was really moving, like, you know, welcome home. So it was really, which you would expect it to be, but it really hasn't been that way.
No, I mean, the last couple of builders we've gone through is the home is being worked on like the morning of closing, and
you know, sometimes even
sometimes like, hey, you know, hey, we'll take care of that after closing, and you never want to get in that situation because you don't know if they're ever going to do it or how long it might take.
Right.
So it was good.
But yeah, I mean, they're pretty good with doing it. It's just you know, the less stress of having to when and where it'll get done. So
of course, yeah.
Okay, and this one was interesting. I don't know anything about this, or I haven't seen it, but you were telling me about BeReal, a new platform.
Yeah, so it's a new social media app. I know, you know, these pop up every once in a while, but it's growing pretty fast, and you know, it's definitely I guess popular with the younger crowd. As most new social media apps are.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I know you had the tabs with the different names going across.
Oh, yes. Thank you about that.
You're welcome.
There you go. So so BeReal, the social media app, it's designed to kind of take a moment of your time of your day, what's going on. So they'll how do I describe it? There's no filters, so it's just really how you really look. And it's designed to take both the selfie and the frontal camera at the same time. And
oh, really?
Yeah. So and then like
so what you look like, and
whatever you look like, wherever you're at, that's what they'll take a picture of to share among your friends. And throughout the day, they'll notify you like, hey, you got 2 minutes to take a picture. So whatever you're doing, you know, just pull up your camera, take the picture, and post it out there.
So it's to take away from getting.
It's getting away from the staging, lighting, microphones. You know,
waiting till it's perfect.
A picturesque scene. No, it's just whatever you're doing at the time. And
what about the audience on that? Is it?
It's growing fast. It's growing fast. Obviously, with these new social media companies, they might just grow and then die, or they might keep growing and get bought out.
If you want to go with like generations, like is it geared to or appealing more to the
I would say like the Snapchat crowd, the younger kind of like immediate
millennials, and younger,
You know,
I mean, really, it could all be for everybody. I was just curious.
Yeah, it could be for everyone, but it might be something new that's kind of tap into a newer audience.
But you know what? That was kind of a silly question on my end because, you know, people stereotype TikTok to be just for 13-year-olds lip syncing dancing. And we know there's so much more to that, you know, so maybe BeReal would be kind of cool to connect with people on a
and
real level.
See what your friends are posting, you know, see what they're really doing as opposed to the staged, picture in front of the Grand Canyon or something,
Right. I wonder how that will catch on. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, next topic, fun one now: taxes and insurance and escrow.
Yeah. So, obviously, this is something that you buyers should be discussing with their lender, but sometimes some lenders aren't the best at communicating. So it's kind of good to kind of have a working understanding of how things work. And for most loans, lenders would like, a certain number of months of taxes, a certain number of insurance, paid upfront, during the closing.
That's when it's held in escrow.
Yeah, that's when it's held in escrow. So the mortgage company can pay those taxes and insurance, and not have to worry, if it's going to get paid. Now, obviously, it's a big chunk, because if you take 6 months of taxes or 18 months or 12 months of insurance, it adds up, and it's one of those cost things that buyers are like, why am I paying for that right now, sort of deal. So it's a good thing to kind of prepare them, as early in the process as possible, not late. And that's all. And obviously, redirect any questions back to their lender. But this is kind of prepare them a little bit.
Yeah, just educating the buyers ahead of time, just for what to prepare for, and and even working with lenders in general. Just the through the processing and through maybe sending in documents more than once or twice, it's kind of the norm, unfortunately. But
yeah. And some builders aren't prepared to just, the invasive process of buying a home. They're looking at bank statements or questioning why, this amount of money was deposited in your account. And, it's definitely like a privacy sort of deal, but on their end, they're seeing it as they're lending hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they need to kind of make sure everything's done on the everything's kind of on the up and up, and you're not borrowing money or paying back a loan or something that they don't know about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. And this one was fun too. Apple, was it? I'm sorry.
Apple continuity camera.
Continuity.
Yeah, so with the new operating system, Apple, iOS 16, the newer iPhones with the cameras on there, you'll be able to use it as a webcam. If I'm not sure if it's Mac only or they'll bring it to the PC also, but the cool thing about it is, in addition to the camera that's looking at you, they'll use the wide-angle lens to take a shot of your desk, so you can have your hands doing something and showing something while the camera's on you.
You would have like a phone adapter at the top of your...
Yeah, you would have an adapter
top of your monitor, maybe?
On top of your monitor. And it would have your desk, and it would have you, and you could, do any tutorials, any sort of thing that you kind of need to see your desk at the same time without having two cameras, because you'll use two cameras on one phone. So I thought that was pretty cool. And the way they made it looks great. We'll see it once it's in people's hands how it looks, but looking forward to trying that.
You're not able to try it now or anything like
that?
No.
The new operating system is not released to the public yet. It's open for beta testers, but once it releases to the public in a couple months, it'll be interesting.
Very cool. That does sound pretty cool. Something we'll utilize, sure.
Yes.
Especially like this, if we're talking about, I wonder if we could do it on the live. I wonder.
I don't know. We'll have to try that once it's released, right?
Yeah, but I was thinking, I'm flipping through like the Florida Realtor magazine or something. The article would be, just visually, it looks good when there's something else happening, versus just.
Of course. If you want to go over, some sort of paperwork, closing costs, whatever, you can kind of do it all in one shot.
Step by step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for this week. I'm Tony.
And I'm Patricia. Have a great day.
Thank you for joining us.